What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Big Dig. And you people need to go over to FinbarHawkes Channel and bitch at him for not finishing the wall, because it needs to be finished. So you'll get one kudos point with Pyro for every bitch that you throw at Finbar for not fixing the wall. So anyways, today I had planned on fixing the nasty spaghetti down in the pit of doom, but I think I have decided today instead that we are going to get our ME system set up. So for those of you guys who aren't familiar what ME is a subsystem of Applied Energistics. It is a Minecraft mod that will allow me to do a little bit better sorting when it comes to my stuff. So we're going to make the first controller. When you make your system, you need to have three basic things. You need to have a controller, either a chest or a drive, which is right here, and then you need to have an access terminal. Those three things allow you to have a system. So we're going to build the ME controller first. So with the ME controller, this is the default setup. Thankfully, I've got almost, in fact, I think I do have all of that stuff. Now, the tricky part, and it depends on which version of what mod pack you're playing. Whoops. I hit R too many times. Okay, so right here, this is what we need to make. We need a diamond, we need some silicone, and we need 2 redstone. Silicone can be made by smelting quartz, and we already have our little quartz cutting knife, which is just quartz, iron, and this little stick. Thankfully, I still have 1 piece of diamond left. So let's come over here. We're just going to pop this little sucker in. Okay, I don't know why that didn't fill up appropriately. Oh, it's because I don't have any redstone. Oh, I hope I have redstone. I didn't even think about that. If not, I'll have to run over to Big D's base and steal some. Alright, thankfully we don't have to. Because Big D would get really mad at me. Of course, y'all wouldn't tell on me, right? Y'all wouldn't tell on me? No? You guys are probably already heading over to Big D's channel to let him know that I've stolen his redstone. But I didn't. Alright, so now that we've got that set up, let's go ahead and complete this. This is the basics of the system with this right here, and I'm going to go ahead and set this up for now. We're going to set it up over here. Oh, wow. Almost walked into my own ditch. I'm going to set it up. Actually, we're going to set it up right here. Yeah. Now, the reason I'm setting it up here is because all of my stuff, for the most part, is on the top. So for now, I need to have it accessible here. Now, you're going to notice this little line is closed off. It's black. The reason why is there's no power to it. If I were connected, you can see it now has power. So I don't know how much power it actually uses. I don't believe it's that much. Okay, so now that we have our controller, we need to make our drive. So we need to have a chest, 2 pieces of glass, some iron, and 2 of these ME basic processors. Now I actually need to make 3 of these because of one of the other setups I'm going to be using in a few minutes. So we are going to go ahead and make 3 of these little monsters. 1, 2, oh, what am I missing? Whoops. I guess I'm not missing anything. I'm just used to using other crafting systems that allow me to to make all 3 at once. You know you've been playing FTB and Tekkit too long when you can't understand why the basic crafting table won't allow you to mass produce. It's like, I don't understand why it's not working. Alright, so now we need a chest. I don't think I have any chests hidden anywhere by default. So we'll go ahead and pull some wood out. Let's make our little chest here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we need a little bit of glass, which I believe I've got around here somewhere. Please tell me it's not in the pit. There it is. Alright, so shift click. Oh, I guess it would help if I actually... No, I made the chest. So what am I missing? We've got ME basic oh, I forgot to cook the processors. Now, the nice thing about the Big Dig Pack is these processors can be made by just cooking them. There is an advanced recipe. For those of you guys who watched my World War Minecraft series, you'll remember that we actually had to use one of the circuit laser creating setups, which I don't even remember the name of, but it had like a bunch of lasers that came out of the sky and etched on a board, and then that was what was utilized to make this work. And this took like 15 minutes. It was ridiculous. So thankfully the Big Dig Pack is a little bit easier. Oh, son of a bitch, wrong button. Hit R, click, there we go. So now we have our drive. So once we've got the drive, to actually make the system completely work, we need the access terminal here. Now this little monster right here requires another one of its own. Thankfully I've got all the pieces for that. And then this is the cabling right here. Now this cabling isn't too terribly hard to make. You just need some quartz and some glass. So I have some quartz. Unfortunately, we are getting a little bit low on glass, and I think I'm a little low on sand. Yep. So let's see if we can't make it to our little farm over here without getting ourselves killed. Hopefully I've still got some juice in this thing. I may be out of power. No, we're good. 80 grand will keep it running for a while. Oh, snap. We're actually... Oh, okay, there we go. I need to actually automate this and get the setup running so that I can get all of this functioning a little bit easier. Right now, whenever it fills up, it stops chopping, which makes things a little bit backed up. There we go. So we'll let it chop all these trees real quick. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple more pieces of glass we can get out. Come on. The other nice thing about these farms, as opposed to some of the other farms that have been in forestry and whatnot, is they really don't require a lot of power. And it only uses fertilizer when it actually plants one of its individual structures. So you don't have to keep it continuously powered. This single 600K cube has kept this thing powered for almost a week and a half now. So it really does work nicely. Now, the reason I'm not yanking all the rest of this stuff out, honestly, is I just don't really have place to put it all. Once we get our ME system sorted out, that won't be such a problem. All right, so that should be plenty of glass to get us going. Now, we are going to need enough cables. That will be one of the main holdups that I'm going to have, at least initially, is just simply having a lack of cables. Let's put 3 in there to connect everything. Eventually, with wireless cables or wireless terminals and other things, I will be able to access my storage from any of the floors in the complex. But for now, since I don't have all of the stuff running, mainly due to just lack of sorting system, etc., we're going to have to kind of make do with what we've got. And that's kind of one of the drawbacks with, and I guess not necessarily the drawbacks of Tekkit and FTB and all these others, is until you get going, it's almost hard to get going because you don't have the prereqs. You know, you kind of have to limp along as you slowly get this and that before you can really get started. Because, you know, you can't really go hog wild with quarries until you have enough power to be able to spit out 50 plus MJs a tick. You know, and you can't really run multiple quarries anyway because you don't have a sorting system that can handle it, and you can't run any of that because you don't have the materials, which you can't get until you get the quarry, and it's just kind of a big circular, messed up situation. But we're getting it kind of handled. All right, so we need to make some of these. So to get this quartz cable, we're going to go ahead and make 2 of these. That ought to give me enough stuff to get us rolling. And then we'll come back over here. And there we are. So we're going to go ahead and convert all of that. So we've got 8 cables now. Rest of this should be fairly easy. There we go. So we're going to come over here and we're going to plug these setups in real fast. Now, the difference between a drive and a chest, some of you guys may be asking, well, what's so special about the ME drive as opposed to an ME chest? Well, an ME chest is basically just a chest, where an ME drive, each of these bays can have its own upgraded slots and its upgraded system. Now, at the moment, since I don't really have all of that much materials, I'm going to have to be a little careful with how much I use. But like right here, you can see this is a 64K storage. Wow, that did not work how I wanted. There we go. Click off. There we go. This is a 64K storage. Now with this right here, you can store 64,000 blocks of 63 different types. So that's 63 times 64, or 65,000. That's a lot. The problem with it is, as you can see right here, it requires a hell of a lot of different components. So at the moment, I can't really do that. That's a little bit more than I can actually run at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a couple of these smaller systems and kind of work our way up. So we need to make probably 4 or 5 of these basic processor assemblies. And to do that, we need to go back to our little recipe here. So I do have 5 gold bars. I can make those fairly easily. This one requires diamond, which I won't be able to do yet. So we are going to have to stick with the basics. So I'm going to go ahead and make 5 of these. That'll allow me to store 5,000 of 63 times 5. So for those of you math wizards out there, let's see, 60 times 5, that's roughly 300. So 300 times 1,000, that's roughly 1,000 of 300 different blocks, or 300,000 total blocks, give or take, which should be more than enough to handle at least our introduction type sorting system we've got going here. It'll be more than enough to store everything I've got. So let's go ahead and make 5 of these little monsters here. So that's one. Go ahead and do it again. Actually, we can just do that out of the recipe here, can't we? Yep. That's... So it would help if I click that. Okay, that's 2. Are we out? What are we out of? I got gold. Why did it do that? Okay, that was weird. Okay, and I believe we have enough for 1 more. Yes. So that gives us 5. Let's clear that out. So now that we've got 5 of these, we need to make... what are we missing on that? We're missing redstone. Lots and lots of redstone. I'm going to have to probably go steal some redstone from Big D. Hopefully Big D won't mind. Yeah, I'm going to have to steal some redstone. Now that is the other issue with this mod pack, is it requires an absolutely insane amount of redstone, insane amount of quartz, and insane amount of iron. So those 2 resources right there do have a tendency to kind of hamstring your processes. So keep that in mind. Oh, he's going to be mad. Oh well. Don't tell him, guys. Don't you dare go over to Big D's channel and tell him I stole his redstone. Nobody post the link to Big D's channel. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm watching the stream chat, just waiting for the link to be posted. Oh, man. Alright, so let's get back here. Let's make ourselves... Am I still missing components for that? Oh, yes, I am. I have to cook the processors first. Dee-dee-dee. Go ahead and toss that in there. And then I look over and I see Kissamau has posted Big D's link. No! No! Big D will be so mad at me. That's alright. That's alright. Big D will forgive me. Once I get all this power situated, he is going to be very, very happy with me. Just hopefully I can get that set up before he realizes I just jacked all of his redstone. Oh, man. Alright, so while I'm waiting on those last 2 to make, we're going to go ahead and make these 2. Or 3, I guess I should say. There we go. That's 3 of them. And 4, 5. Now, like I said, as complicated as this setup is, it is infinitely easier than the last setup that we had to use. Thank God. Okay. And then we have enough to make all 5 of those. So now that we have our 5 ME 1K storages, we'll come over here. We're going to put all 5 of these in here. Missed one. There we go. Now, for now, I'm going to slap this on right there. You're going to see that's going to turn it all on. Everything's going to run. And thankfully, it's not using too much power. And then you can see right here, we've got all these. Well, right now they're empty. So what we need to do is we need to make an ME import bus. Now, the import bus is right here. And you can see, oh God, sticky pistons, really? You're going to do that to me? Oh my God. All right, well, we're going to do it a little bit easier than that. We're just going to click on right over here. I'm going to have to go get some sticky pistons. We do thankfully... Actually, no, I think I do... Whoops. I think we do have some slime balls. Because we went and... I went and ran through a swamp for like an hour while the streamers were subject to horrible jokes from Pyro and had to listen to me. Well, I guess not. Oh well. No worries. With an ME import bus, the nice thing, you know, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys anyway. I'm going to go ahead and just show you real quick for those of you who missed my series. All right, so you see right here, we've got kind of a blank spot. If I slap that on there, you're going to see it's pulling everything out of here a little bit at a time. Well, if you switch it to stacks, it will move stacks at a time. So all I have to do is just place anything in here and it will happily and greedily suck it all away, and it makes quite possibly the best sorting system in the game. Now with all of that coming in, you can come over here and you can see we've got 645, or well, 700 total items now in the system, and we've got 37 out of 63 types. So each of these can hold 63, but only 1,000 each. So the nice thing about this is this will easily handle just about anything that you can possibly want. And so then when you're done, just break the chest, break the little import bus, and then I can just come back here in the back, and then we just attach it right here, and it does the same thing, and it'll suck all of the stuff out. You just got to make sure that you click that little button right there so that it starts pulling stacks, otherwise you're going to be there absolutely forever. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this pipe once it finishes sucking that chest dry. I'm going to finish deleting this pipe right here. And I'll go find me some sticky balls so I can make a sticky piston here. And then we're going to use this to basically suck up all of the stuff in all of the chests here. And then we're going to head downstairs and greedily suck all the stuff up that's down there. And that'll make our sorting system a little bit easier. Now, the other nice thing about this I wanted to show you is, let's say for whatever reason I decide I want to move this. I can simply pull this thing out. And you'll notice if I come over here to the system, we have absolutely nothing here. We move the system downstairs, I put it back in, and now you can see we've got all the items back in there. So this makes for moving and transitioning bases from different locations about as easy as is possible. I mean, it doesn't get easier than this. So once we've got this moved downstairs to the bottom of the silo, we will eventually run a single cable all the way up to the top of the silo, and each of those locations will have its own wireless terminal, and then you'll be carrying around, and I'm just going to show you guys this again. Let me go ahead and pop this out real quick. I do have to have the wireless little box though. Where is it? Oh, where is it? Wireless access point. There we go. All right, so later on, and I'm not doing this now, I'm just showing you guys this. With this right here, oh, where is it? There we go. This right here is a wireless access. So I can access everything from right here. So for instance, you can see, let's see, we've got, how much of this do we have in the steel bricks? How much steel bricks do we have in the system? We have 46 steel bricks. Oh, if I come over here, I can dump them in manually. But let's say I'm like right over here and I'm working on something and I need to get some steel bricks out. I can yank steel bricks from the system. I can take all 46 out. I can put them back in. I can add to it, etc., etc. All from the wireless setup. So we'll have wireless all the way up and down, and basically anywhere in the complex you'll be able to use this little wireless thing to easily access and control all stuff. Unfortunately, we're not there yet, so we don't have access to all these cool tools, but I probably will by the time you guys see the next episode. So Anyways, hopefully you guys are liking this series. If you do, please click the like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.